Okay. Welcome back to the Banter Bar. This week we are covering some black beers and some brown beers. Our questions are not going to be from the normal source. They are going to be audience questions. Yeah! So this thing that we normally pull our questions from, which is the Banter Bar Journal, which is a thing. You got questions on one side, beer ratings on the other. If you ever want to try it, it's on Amazon. But tonight,
shameless.
Fuck it, we're not using it. Oh, dude, totally shameless. I love that thing. Anyway, let's drink some beer. See what we think.
Ugly Pug.
Yes, from Rahr and Sons.
It's a black lager.
That is a really cool can, though.
Yeah.
Digging it. Rayburn asks, what is your biggest turnoff?
You look so deep in thought after reading the question.
I wouldn't just like to answer all willy-nilly.
So this one doesn't exactly look black. But we'll let it slide.
No, that... Seriously, I would think that was soda. If I just saw it in a glass.
I think most of the blacks might actually be stouts. Maybe the type of beer that it's actually considered, which would fall in line with Guinness.
I'll go with a 5.
Yeah, same.
It's very close. Very close to a 6. But I don't think it's quite there.
The flavor is nice at first, but it does have that metallic aftertaste, just barely. And that still tends to bug me. I'm going to say 6 on that one. It's really not bad.
Yeah.
Biggest turnoff?
Mine would be a terrible personality. A mean person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like rude and inconsiderate. Like, get out. I don't want you around.
I find stupidity really unattractive. And there are people who are ignorant, you know?
I was just about to ask, when you say stupidity...
And I don't mean people who aren't bright naturally, like they have learning disabilities or something. And I don't mean people who are ignorant of things that maybe I know about, because there's plenty that I don't know that other people teach me throughout life and continue to. It's people who are purposely ignorant. That shit really drives me nuts. People who back into their own little corner of thought and they stay there and...
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's honestly the most unattractive thing I can think of encountering.
Kind of like the inability to change your own mind.
Yeah. Let's try a brown.
Well, what about you? You didn't answer.
Me?
Yeah.
I did.
He did.
Rude and inconsiderate. Newcastle brown ale.
Well, I was going to say you're gentle, but...
No, I'm not.
You're gentle.
This question is from Laura. Something you are supposed to like, but don't like at all.
Ooh.
Did you get any?
I could drink a few of those. That's not bad.
Yeah.
4.
6 for me.
A long time ago, I probably would have said 10 on this beer. I think we were drinking directly out of bottles back then, so the flavor profile didn't kick you as much. Actually, pouring it out and tasting it really does change the character in this one. And 7, which is still not a bad thing.
The only thing I can think of that I'm supposed to like and don't is like sports. I hate sports.
Okay.
and like being a male. It's like, ooh, you're just supposed to like
Oh.
sports, and yeah, it's like
I thought you meant you don't like being a male.
no.
I'm supposed to love being a dude, but this dick really pisses me off.
I mean, sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
but-
I feel like because we're in
Like it.
Texas and there are so many people who love guns and stuff, I'm not one of those people. I really don't like them. I got nothing against people who own them or, collect them or any of that stuff. They're just not for me. Doesn't mean I don't have them, but I don't like them.
I do like guns, but I don't want them in my house.
Funny. Beer.
I wondered when it was going to come out. The truth is now known.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to think. There's so many things, obviously, but I'd say beer. Every time, like, it goes along with his kind of thing, Man and cold beer, get out of a hard day's work and want to go and drink a beer. It's like, it's not me. I mean, and that's not knocking anyone that likes to do it. It's just, I feel like they look at me as
Don't tell Joseph.
like, oh, you're a man, so, this is what men do.
I am a man.
Like,
This is what we do, Joseph. We sit here and we drink beer. Don't undervalue our show, brother. I'm just going to keep calling you brother. By the way, cherry Dr. Pepper tonight, huh?
Yes. I saw it at a gas station.
Oh, he was super excited about that when he got back to the
Yeah, because I haven't seen them in the store in a while.
By the way, I want to mention this before we move on. The difference between the blacks and the browns is toasting of the grains, just like you would toast, say, a coffee bean or something. That's the difference. The blacks tend to taste like rye bread with maybe coffee notes, and browns tend to taste like wheat bread, like whole fucking wheat bread with slight caramel notes. That's the real difference. And next up is
Shiner, Bohemian, Black Lager.
Okay, it's a lager, so I kind of have high hopes for it.
You know what's funny that I just noticed about these that I never knew? And I don't know if I am stupid for not knowing or not, but the brewery is in Shiner, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even know there was a place called Shiner, Texas.
What's the name of the brewery?
Betzel or Spotzel or something?
Right? I think pretzel every time I look at it. Like Spanish pretzel. Spetzel.
Yeah.
What?
I can't remember how to.
Sorry,
pronounce
Germans.
Just get
Yeah.
You make amazing beers. My friend Kelly asks, name a famous dead person you'd love to share that beer with, and what's the first question you'd ask them? And many moons ago, Michael started drinking my beers at a Halloween party and told me that this tasted like burnt popcorn, and I've never been able to get that out of my head.
Well, let's see if that still stands. Still tastes like burnt popcorn to me.
6.
I'm actually going to go with an 8. Out of this group so far, it's my favorite.
I'm getting fruit notes, which I like. It's like I don't want to say prune, and raisin seems wrong too. Somewhere in that vicinity. Plum, maybe? Plum.
Professor Plum
Mm-hmm.
in the ballroom with the candlestick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the dining room with a beer.
Yes.
I will say 7. 7 seems fair.
I wonder.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm just, every time I move in this chair, it's like,
Oh.
and I'm wondering if it shows up, how many people are going to be like,
Is he
"Did you
farting?"
hear
He's
that?"
ripping ass over there.
Okay.
Famous person. I mean, I have a toss up between 2.
Same.
I'm just curious, who's your 2?
My two? Dale Earnhardt and Paul Walker, honestly.
Okay. So now you
Carbo
got to narrow
wheats.
it down to one.
I think I'd have to go with Paul Walker on that one.
Okay.
Just because he was big into cars, obviously. And he liked more of the same style of cars that I do than, say, Dale Earnhardt does. And I would just like to know what got him into cars.
All right, Shane.
Well, I'd bring Newton back, Isaac Newton. The caveat here is I would want him to be able to look at all the scientific advancements that have happened since he died. And then I would want to ask him what he thinks about. There's an experiment in science where the outcome is different depending on whether or not someone is watching what happens.
Yeah, I know
So,
about this.
It's light beams shot through different slits, and I think if people are watching, it's a oh my god. Okay,
I know what you're talking about. It's
Isaac
sciencey
Newton,
stuff.
cool
He doesn't do
experiment.
that stuff.
Slits,
Yeah,
light up the slits. That's what I want to do with him.
it has a lot to do with light particles and photons, and particles being in two places at the same time. But if you see it, it doesn't happen. It's weird, and nobody can figure it out so far.
What he said.
Lane from Alice in Chains. I would just want to sit there and share a beer.
Right.
Ain't even got to talk about it. All right, this one is Southern Pecan.
From Lazy Magnolia.
Yep. The original pecan nut brown ale.
Shit.
Ale
with
brewed
roasted
with
pecans.
yeah.
I'm allergic to pecans.
This question's
poor
from
feet.
Laura. Something you didn't expect to struggle with about being a father that you do.
This smells like SpaghettiOs.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna taste like SpaghettiOs, but there's something about it that's.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
It's like you just opened a can
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
something.
I don't like SpaghettiOs. So that was not good news for me.
I can say safely
It
that
doesn't taste like it.
SpaghettiOs aren't what you remember from being a child. Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. That's what's up.
That's actually pretty good.
What are you on over there?
Try
Are
to
you
get somebody.
fucking trying to like freak me out that the grudge is coming at me, or what is happening
Because
right
he was
now?
allergic to pecans.
Yeah.
He took a drink.
And then
He's lying,
the
little
way
bitch.
you look.
What about the beer?
Oh, the beer.
I'm gonna go 4.
I'm going to go with an 8 again. That was really nice.
I'm gonna say another 7. Hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah, that's nice.
My answer to the question though is finding common ground with my kids.
Okay.
Like I always thought my kids would be into the same things I was. You know, they'll be into cars, they'll be into games, they'll be into they're gonna be just like me.
Yeah.
And that's not the case at all. They are not just like. I mean, some I guess could be, but not my children.
What I struggle with is just stopping. I work. I'm used to working constantly, so just stopping for hours at a time in the evening and doing it consistently, I've struggled with.
I struggle with, I didn't expect to, was, knowing what my kids were into. Because I thought, same as him, I thought, the boys would be into cars and this and that. Same things I'm into, and they're not really. And so it's kind of like, now I have to figure that out, how I can relate to them and all this.
Blackened Voodoo Lager.
I like the name of it.
Dixie beer.
Dixie beer. This
Exactly.
smells really fucking good, by the way, but what's our question?
It's from Corey. If y'all woke up and you were 4'11",
4'11", right?
my size, but with same size feet you have now, how would you deal with life?
Well, I think for me, it wouldn't make much of a difference. I don't think there's that big of a height difference between me and Corey.
I don't.
I
don't like this one at all.
You can have more if you need
I'm
more.
going to give that one a 9, bro. That was really good.
What?
That was really good.
Same.
That was like an IPA
Mm,
to me.
I know. I see why you say that, but it didn't linger like others.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't linger. I'll
Which
say
is
that.
why
But
I think
I don't like
really
I
good.
don't like the initial taste either. So I'm gonna give that one a 2. Or I'll go 3. Sorry.
There are places in the country you can go, by the way, where they sell something called Mississippi Mud. And it comes in like this... It's a growler is what it's called, but it looks like a dark glass milk jug. And it tastes almost exactly like that. Just walking around with your Mississippi Mud, you feel like you should be playing banjo on a front porch in Louisiana or something.
I've known a few people in my life. They were adults. I was a kid at the time, but I've heard the term, like, give me Mississippi Mud. You know, hanging out with my dad because that's all we did was party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never had one.
If I woke up and I was 4'11" with the same size feet, probably wouldn't make too much difference. I don't have giant feet to begin with. They're wide. But yeah, let's pretend it did make a difference. I would just, Ronald McDonald, he did his thing with no issue. So yeah, I would go into business. I would be the Ronald McDonald of beer.
Of beer.
Yep. And I'd tell you exactly what that entailed, but then that would ruin my business plan. So,
My shoes are already too big, so whatever.
can we point out, by the way, that the question says, how would you deal with life? Like, it's not like, what would you do? It's like, how would you deal with life? Like, you're having trouble dealing with life. Is this a cry for help?
Corey, do you need help, bud?
Keystone. Yeah, I don't have giant feet either.
Well,
so. But that is my cards I was dealt, and I'm gonna live it.
We're already on the last one? Jeez. Sir Williams, English style brown ale.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this looks like a straight Hank Williams Jr. beer right here.
It does.
hold that star up for everybody.
Hop and Sting Brewing Company. It's a good one. Hey, it won a gold medal in 2014.
Gold is better than silver. Hopefully that doesn't mean it tastes metallic.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
It's part of the experience. This beer is just all head. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna give
Goddamn,
that a
I was
minute.
kidding, but
Yeah, I do it better. See, I get head better than y'all do.
do you know? Oh.
We give head better.
A question would probably be good to ask.
Oh, we don't need questions.
This one is also from your wife.
She had 3. How'd that happen?
She asked quite a few.
Not
I was
surprising.
trying to spread it out a little bit.
Really not surprising. She always has lots of
I
questions.
love it, man. I love it. The question is, first celebrity crush you can remember. Michael had this broken robot look on his face like, too deep in the memory banks.
Kind of. It's hard for me to recall later memories. Earlier.
They're later if you're going further and further back in your head. You get there later and later.
That was my thinking when I said that.
Yeah. The paradox of thinking of time.
That was another 3
You
for me, by the way.
3?
Yes, I just don't like it, man. Just don't like those types of beers.
5. I'll go 5 on that one. Wasn't terrible.
Sorry.
I could drink more of it, but too much, and I'm gonna be like.
I mean, the taste that I'm getting is easily a 6, but I have to say 5 just because I can't get past all the foam that's happening here. This is carbonated to the nines, dude.
Yeah.
Bro,
The majority of
I made
these-
a mess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and this thing is foamy as hell. And Joseph has the towel, so, and he's on his phone. We're just that interesting.
I was figuring out celebrity crushes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, you had to Google a celebrity crush?
No, I'm saying I couldn't remember her name.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Or I didn't know her name, really.
What I was going to say about the beer is these pair really well with food. Comfort food or even Mexican food. If you like the Negra Modelo, if you like Guinness, they're just really good beers to eat a meal with.
Okay, I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't understand eating while you're drinking.
Yeah, I can't do
What
that
is
anymore.
the point? Because you drink the beer and then you eat and then your buzz and everything gone.
Well, I can't drink beer with a food.
My first celebrity crush was Britney Spears. I saw a music video. I think it was the Baby One More Time music video. That was it for me.
Your life is making much more sense to me
That
now.
that was yesterday, right?
Yes.
I'm married to a Britney Spears looking motherfucker, if ever there was one.
I remember sitting at my dad's house and that music video came on, and ever since that moment I was constantly watching MTV waiting for that video to come back on. And then I remember she hosted a spring break thing, but she couldn't do shit because she broke her toe. And I was upset.
Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison. And then I don't know if this one was first, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Cameron Diaz from the movie Mask. With Jim
I get
Carrey?
that. I get that.
Okay.
I kind of talked about this recently. It's Ali Sheedy.
Who's that?
She in the Breakfast Club. She's the chick that. But it was Short Circuit. Dude, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah, she was very hot to me when I was young in that
Oh
film.
man.
It's just,
Okay, cool.
Hey Joseph,
I'm not laughing at
cool,
your
right?
crush.
wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
I'm just laughing. Short Circuit like that. It's like
Man,
in
Johnny
Wall-E.
Five was alive when I saw Ali Sheedy. That's all I know. Thank you, Internet, for watching people drink beer, especially people who don't like to drink beer.
That's just him.
We're in a category
I
all by
really
ourselves.
like drinking beer.
I'm glad
I don't
you're
do
here.
it very much, but you know,
I like smoking cigarettes.
that's something I could definitely.
You can agree with everybody tonight.
That's what goes good together, beer and cigarettes.
Does it?
Yes.
Does that make Keystone taste better?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that what I'm missing out on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke a cigarette next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to another week of...
The Banter Bar.
I'm Shane.
I'm
Michael.
Joseph. You fucked that up.
It's
Hey,
Shane.
the
Come
guest
on,
is allowed to fuck
it's
it
a
up.
row.
Be patient, good sir. I'm Shane.
Michael.
I'm Joseph.
We'll see you folks in a week. Hopefully.
Until then.
You won't see me.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.